Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is another lovely afternoon here on the farm, and we got a lot of stuff to get done, or more or less a lot of weeding to get done. So I did a live stream over the weekend where I basically went ahead and knocked out all the weeds in field 6 and field 5. We got all that stuff ready to rock and roll, so we actually don't have no weeds in those fields. But there's some spraying needs to be done. On top of that, we still got weeds in our oats fields, 7 and then of course 17. So that means it's time for us to head on down to the tractor. I mean, we gotta get a lot of stuff done. So we also did rent a sprayer. We are renting that sprayer from the local co-op. It's a nice one. It's a beautiful one, actually. Really nice tractor. But that's actually not what we're gonna be driving today, because I really am trying to get out the best yield possible. We are using, before we even go, you know, I kind of want to use the truck today. We're gonna use the good old Ram. Which, by the way, we still own the Ram. Ram is still ours. Eventually I do want to probably sell it and get rid of it. It just sits in the yard too much for me. For me to actually own a piece of equipment like this, I have to use it more than what I've been using it. So we're actually going to go use the good old weeder that we've been borrowing from Jake, and it's already hooked up to our 8R. Just something about the 8R just looks a little bit better than the tractor Jake originally had on it. We'll go ahead and make sure to make a turn. By the way, I'm so sorry about the fog. I did everything I could other than like skipping another day. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that with other guys. So first thing we gotta do, go ahead and check the oil. Yep, got a good level on that. Everything looks good there. Kind of do like a little bit of a once over, make sure no tires are flat and make sure everything looks halfway decent. Any of these shanks really broken off? I don't really see any of them that's broke. Yep, we got that. So we didn't need to go ahead and fire her up, let her sit for a little bit and get her started up. Gotta let her sit there and warm up. You don't ever want to just jump in, start it up, and just start instantly driving, in my opinion. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and jump on this side. We're good there. Let's go ahead and take this on back to the farm. We need to get some diesel inside of her before we do anything else. I didn't realize how low she was until this morning. I thought we had a little bit more diesel than that. Alrighty, filling up with diesel real fast. She needed a good little top off, and the, I think, blue Def juice should be good to go. We should have plenty of that. We just got to make sure we get filled up on a diesel, because she is a drinker. She drinks every bit of diesel she can. Alrighty, now that she is good to go, we'll go ahead and make a little bit of a turn around here. So we're probably going to try to use this weeder as much as possible, because it, kills the plants down from the roots instead of just killing it from the top down like we do with those weeds over there. And the only reason we didn't use that on those is because those are medium weeds and these are small weeds we're currently working on. Which, while I'm thinking about it, we can go ahead and probably knock out this field of oats right here. It's just this simple. You find your line you want to get on, you get on it and start going. Alright, so we're going to get out for a second, kind of take a little bit of a look. So if you look right here, you kind of see the little extra weeds and stuff like that we got in the ground. This right here is doing an amazing job for what I can see. Yeah, it's knocking out all those little extra weeds, all that kind of stuff. This shows you a nice little fine line of the way it looks. So there's a lot of different little weeds over here compared to over here. We're at least killing these out early so that we have a good yields over here. We should have good yields on all these fields. By the way, we did end up spraying this little section because, again, some of you may remember this is where the tornado hit, and when it hit right there, all the weeds in this area were medium. So now we're having to go through and weed this part, but that part just had to be hit with a sprayer. So I hit the small part with a sprayer and going. So I will say this, I don't think there's no further ado. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. There's a lot of weeding that needs to get done and not enough time to get it all done, because you boys probably want this video before tomorrow. Let's get it going.
She's simple, don't need much, but she's impossible to read. At the right place, at the right time, I know exactly what she needs. She don't need a drink, ain't nothing I could say. Best be good and ready when Whitley starts to play. Under them neons, she loves to be on those patched hardwood floors with dusted up boards, spinning all night long. And under them neons, if the band plays, the song, there's a real decent chance she'll be looking for a dance under them neons. We've danced around it a few times, and that's the only time I've come close. I hope tonight when this song ends, she'll say, baby, don't let me go. She don't need pickup lines like every guy who's tried before. Just gotta take her hand and lead her out on that floor under them neons. She loves to be on those patched hardwood floors with dusted up boards, spinning all night long. And under them neons, if the band plays the right song, there's a real decent chance she'll be waiting for a dance under them neons. When it's last call and the last song, girl, I hope you're in my arms. Oh, when the story don't end with the last chord from a band under them neons. Oh, you know she'll be on those patched hardwood floors with dusted up boards, spinning all night long. And under them neons, if the band plays the right song, there's a real decent chance she'll be looking for a dance under them neons. I won't miss my chance when she's waiting for a dance under them neons.
Alrighty, and after a couple hours, honestly, we are finally done with this little bit of the project. Now we should probably go ahead and get this on over to the next section, which we'll probably get getting that fit over there done. I'm gonna get one of the employees to go ahead and go do that so that I don't have to really worry about it, because there's other jobs and tasks that need to be done on the farm today. So right now, next thing on the agenda is we need to get some of these cattle pens fed. Yeah, we got a couple of them that needs a bit of feed, just so that we're maintaining them, keep them up where they need to be on the feed. The cattle are looking pretty good out here actually, and I'm actually really impressed with the way they're growing up. They're looking really big and beautiful, that it should, to hopefully bring in a little bit more money. So we're swapping them out. I'm taking the old John Deere 6R over here. We're going to use this to load up the bales from inside the bale shed. We actually also need to figure out, it shouldn't be far. Okay, I know it's supposed to be around this area somewhere. There it is. Okay, we have our weights now. Okay, so weights were the main thing we were kind of missing. I do not like to use this tractor without weights, just because she likes to tip over with too much weight on the front, especially when you're moving these big bales. We're speaking about big bales. We have a ton of bales in here, and honestly, we are looking pretty good. So we have 17 of the straw, 9 hay squares, and 43 round bales. So more than enough at this point in time. Let's go ahead and take this sucker to where she needs to be so we can load up with it. There's just a lot of moving equipment. It's just what we're dealing with. We definitely do a lot more moving equipment than I originally thought we were going to be doing, but hey, it happens. This is the funniest thing in the world, that I have to use this big of a tractor just to feed cattle with. But I mean, this is what we get for having this size of an operation and needing this big of a feed wagon. Because honestly, even this feed wagon isn't enough. Like, I need like 2 or 3 people here helping me out, loading these feed wagons, and honestly, we need like 2 feed wagons. Alrighty, let's go. Actually, before I get out, let me turn the mixer on, hit that button right there. Got the blades are spinning. There we go. We'll put it at where we want it. So right now, I know we're not actually mixing anything right now, but what it is going to allow it to do is going to allow it to break up a little bit. Everybody does their stuff differently. Some people prefer to put layers, then let it mix all together. I prefer to put it in as I go in to make sure it's mixing in there to break up like large clumps and all that fun stuff to kind of keep us smooth at the bottom. So when it comes down to the TMR, one thing I did decide to do is I took out an ingredient, which was the straw. It was more of a headache to try to keep the straw realistically that much. I do plan to put it back once we get a good amount of straw. Right now though, it's just better off being used as bedding. There we go. Now we figured out which pen needed it. We'll just go ahead and start slowly but surely unloading into this. And this right here is going to build it up where we actually got a good food supply into here. We need another one right here. This one needs it badly. Which paddock is that? Oh, the one right in front of me. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go get another 5 loads of good old fashioned solids. Then we'll start working on getting hay in here and we'll feed them as well. Alrighty, and just like that, we have all of the pens fed up. So everybody should have at least feed and water now. And on top of that, we should be looking good on that point. So they are at their 14 months and we are, I want to say, if not mistaken, 4 months away from finally getting all of these cattle out of here. I'm so glad to finally be able to say we're so close, but yet so far to get them out. I mean, they're nice, beautiful, they're healthy looking. Like we've had the vet over a couple of times, take a look at them, and they're healthy, they're nice looking, and they're ready to rock and roll. It's just getting them to the last little point. All right, since there's not much left to get done, so I was talking to the worker I sent out here to do this. He actually told me that we cannot do that field with the actual weeder, so we actually have to use this old girl, which I'm okay with using the big John Deere sprayer to knock it out. It'll take it no time at all. It's gonna be spraying a little bit closer to what I want to. At the end of the day, it is oats, so I do gotta prioritize the oats health over anything else. There we go. Now we're starting to knock out some weeds. So this shouldn't take long at all to honestly knock out all these weeds, because this is a really fast sprayer to begin with. And just like that, we are finally done with the last little bit of weeding that needed to get done, and we still got a little bit of herbicide left in the tank, so I'm gonna take this back to the farm, get her cleaned up and get everything out of the tanks, at least because we paid for it. We might as well keep it. And the good part about this is now that, yes, we may be done with this, I may also just keep this for a little bit. Who knows? We'll get this thing figured out eventually. Alrighty, so we're gonna take this on back to Jake's farm, and after this, honestly, I don't know of anything left to do on the farm for us. Alrighty, so it's been a couple hours. We kind of got everything done, didn't really have much to do, so I decided to wander my way on down to the John Deere dealership and maybe bought something. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I bought me a compact tractor. It's a nice little sucker. Look, we gotta start mowing the grass now. And trust me, this grass right here really needs it. Like, especially in my yard. I've been needing to get a mower for so long. I've been having one of the neighbor kids come do it, but he just isn't available like he used to. And now I can send my own kids out here to get the grass cut or cut the grass myself. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time start mowing up the grass. I'm glad we finally got something to actually help us out here on the farm. But as of right now, we're just gonna use this to cut the grass, but maybe eventually we'll use the back of it to go ahead and start actually making a garden, which I don't think we have any more time. I think, keyword think. Oh no, we still can plant corn if we wanted to for a garden. We might do something like that here eventually. But I'm gonna sit here and cut the grass for a while. Ladies, everything else over much love for you, shouldn't be my entire family. We must start going to do a live stream on this weekend. If y'all want to see a live stream of us mowing the grass, please leave a like, comment down below, and we might do it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.